Everyone, it's Emily. Today's video is going to be my March favorites video. I'm going to be sharing with you my makeup, beauty, skincare favorites, and then a few lifestyle ones, and just, you know, share the products I've been loving this month. A few of them are new products, and then there are a few that are like older favorites, but I just wanted to say again how much I love them. I've like rediscovered them lately. Let's start with what's on my eyes, because I don't know about you, but I'm really into bright, fun shades lately, which I feel like I haven't shown that much on my channel, but I'm into it right now. And I feel like peach shades, peach shadows have been everywhere, and it can be hit and miss. I feel like some palettes are not that great, but this one, I've been having a lot of fun with it. This is the Makeup Revolution Pro HD palette in Innovation, and as you can see, this one is quite warm. There's a few bright shades in here, but there's also a few neutral. You can easily wear this on a daily basis and then use the bright shades whenever you feel like it. And I'm a little disappointed that right now in my screen, I feel like the shades are a little too similar, but whatever. If I show you, this way I feel like it's going to be easier to show you. So this is the shade, damn you lights. So I'm wearing this bright coral pink on my lower lashes, and then I'm wearing this one in my crease, and then a little bit more of this one to make it bright. And I feel like they're a little too close whenever you apply them on your skin, but I really like it. I feel like it's a fun way to wear the colors, and it's not that bright. I don't feel like it's unwearable, but I definitely feel like spring right now. But yes, this whole palette has 35 shadows, and they're all matte and they're all pigmented. I feel like sometimes can be like a little hit and miss, especially at the drugstore. I feel like I've had that experience. Either I really love the shadows or I absolutely hate them, but the whole palette is matte. All of the ones I've used so far are really pigmented but easily blendable, which can also be hit and miss, but I've had no issue. Even wearing that bright shade, no issue to blend it, so I would definitely recommend this palette. I do feel like it's a little bit more expensive for Makeup Revolution, but you do get 35 shadows, and sometimes I look at big palettes and I don't tend to buy them because I'm like, first off, it's overwhelming. Second of all, I know that like half the shades I won't be using, but I have been enjoying a lot of these so far, so definitely something I would recommend. You know what? Let's talk about this baby, because I have been wearing it non-stop, and I feel like I thought I had found all the highlighters I needed in my life, and I was wrong. I needed to have this Milani one. This is the Strobelight Instaglow Powder in 01 Afterglow. And first off, the design is absolutely gorgeous, and this specific shade is amazing. It's kind of a like champagne shade. It's not too white, it's not too dark. They have a few different shades, but I think it's probably the only one that's going to work for my skin tone. But I would highly recommend checking it out because they have enough for everyone. I feel like sometimes brands have like one color and it's like, it's not going to work for everyone, but Milani has a few different shades, and this one is just gorgeous. It is a super intense, glowy, shimmery one. There's no glitter in it. It's not frosty, but it's definitely a very intense one. I just haven't been able to stop wearing it. It's so pretty, and I would highly recommend it. You check it out. It's amazing. Every time I wear it in a video, I get a bunch of compliments, so it's awesome. I'm realizing that I'm wearing a bunch of these, so I guess it's a good sign. You can see them in action. The next product is a holy grail product that I've been loving for years and years and years, but they recently repackaged it, and I wasn't sure if they changed the formula, so that's why I was testing it. And I also mentioned it, and I said something that was not true, so I'm correcting it in here. And it is the Lioele Beyond the Solution BB Cream. This is my favorite BB cream. I have purchased and used up, I think 4, 5 of these. Yeah, a lot. And this is the new packaging. It's black. I'll put a picture of the old packaging. It was like bright pink and white. And I don't feel like there's a change in the formula, so if you were wondering. However, whenever I was talking about it, I said that there were now 3 shades, and it's not true. There's only 1. So there was some miscommunication. Someone else would tell me there was 3, and I didn't look. I should have. So I believe there's still only 1 shade, which sucks. It either matches you or it doesn't. So I would say it's probably like NW1520 in between of that in a MAC foundation, to give you an idea. And I love this. It's just the best BB cream I've ever tried. It gives me like light medium coverage, but it looks like skin. It's absolutely flawless. And yeah, I always get compliments whenever I wear this. And it's weird because I've been so into full coverage, everything. And now I fell in love with this again, and I just don't feel the need to have full coverage. I haven't been breaking out. So I've been able to enjoy this one all over again, and I never want to be without this. And then the last product that I'm wearing is, I need to rave about this again. I mentioned this in my recent haul video. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. I love this blush. This is the LA Girl Just Blushing blush in the color Just Playful, and it's one of those blush that looks like it's gonna work for everyone. It looks kind of neutral in the pan, but personally I have like neutral cool undertone, so it looks kind of peachy on me. And if you have a warm undertone, it might look a little bit more mauvey, but this is just so flattering and it is matte. There's no like glitter hidden in there. I feel like it's been happening to me lately. I keep like getting blushes and I swatch them and there's like actually glitter and I'm like, nope, that's not what I want. So yeah, I'm all over the place today, but yes, I have been loving this blush and it's quite pigmented, and usually I tend to avoid blushes that are too pigmented because I feel like they make my life kind of hard to just blend them. But I've been applying it with the Wet n Wild P70 blush brush and I just really like it. I haven't had an issue with it and I would totally recommend checking those blushes. I need to get all these shades that are appealing to me because there's so many and they're really pretty. And they're super affordable also. LA girl, right? Speaking of bright eyeshadows, I could not include this shadow because I was wearing it once again in that haul video. And this is the NYX, I believe this is the Nude collection in the color Cougar, which is like the most beautiful mustard eyeshadow ever. It is matte and it's super pigmented and blends like a dream, and I've been having so much fun with it, wearing it on my lower lashes or in my inner corner or blending it in my crease. It's just beautiful. So if you were looking to buy like one single shadow, I feel like this NYX one would be the one I would recommend. I feel like it's super easy to find too. NYX is available pretty much everywhere, so I would definitely recommend checking this one out because if you're like me and obsessed with mustard, this is a must-have. I wanted to give a shout out with this product, which is not something I usually talk about, but I hesitated for such a long time to get it, and now that I have it in my life, I'm like, why did I not buy this way sooner? Because it was only $20, but I don't know why. I never did it. You're probably wondering, what the hell is this? But this is a shower speaker, and I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm just stuck in the shower and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Waiting for my conditioner to do something, and there's only so many times you can shave your legs and like read that shampoo bottle. This has saved my life. Very dramatic, but you know what I mean. And I've been enjoying listening to audiobooks mostly. So if you're like me and you feel like you're wasting your life 10-15 minutes a day in the shower, I would recommend checking it out. It's, like I said, super affordable and it's been really fun. And I feel like so, I don't know why I think it's weird to mention this, but yes, would recommend for sure. So I've been mentioning how my skin has been doing so much better, and I need to do actually an update morning skincare routine, but there are two skincare products I really wanted to talk about, and they're both actually from Cosrx, and oh my god. Let me start with this one. This is the AHA Whitehead Power Liquid, and you can see it's been well loved. I probably apply way too much, but this is a chemical exfoliator, and basically there are usually two different ones. You have BHA, which I personally think works better on like surface dead skin and helps calm down my pimples, and I feel like AHA really goes deep into my pores, and whenever I test a bunch of skincare products, one of my most common reaction is not necessarily a lot of pimples, but it's definitely closed comedones. So I'll have like little pores that are blocked and it's like, you just want to pop them, but you know you shouldn't. And this has been a lifesaver. It really helps those pores being like clean deep in there. And yes, I've been using this like once or twice a week, and I just put it on, I wait 15 to 20 minutes for it to work, and then I keep on going with my skincare routine. But it's been amazing. It's gonna last me a decent amount of time too. And I've also tested it. I had a reaction, I don't know to what, and my shoulders were full of like little like, not even blackheads, but again, closed pores that are just blocked. And this just solved my issue. So yes, cannot rave enough about this. So if you were looking for a new chemical exfoliator, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. It's available pretty much internationally. And since it's Cosrx, it's not too expensive either. So yes, cannot rave about this enough. And the next one is weird as hell. It took me a while to test it because I could not get over the texture. I'm just gonna say it. It grosses me out. Like, it freaks me out literally. And every time I show it to someone, everyone is like, I'm not putting that on my face. And it is the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. And I'm gonna show a close up because it's just so gross. You can just apply it and then you spread your hands and you have like filaments and just, it's gross. It's just gross. Once you have it on your skin and you just, you know, massage it in, it doesn't feel sticky anymore. It absorbs really quickly. So it's not gonna be like this forever. But why I keep using it is how amazing. My skin loves it. I actually had a rash, I had a reaction, and this calmed down everything. My skin was so itchy. I applied this instantly, not itchy anymore. The redness disappeared, and it's been like pure magic. And it doesn't affect my pores, doesn't clog them, and I've been using this a lot, and as you can see, it barely looks used, but you don't need that much. I do 2 pumps, and I've been using this for like over a month, and it's just gonna last me forever, but cannot rave this about enough. So please, if you have like itchy skin, redness, or if you're just struggling to find a great moisturizer, I cannot tell you how much you need to give this a shot. So yes, get over the texture. I know it's weird, but it's magic on your face. I forced a few people to try it. They were completely grossed out, but then they were really liking the effect. So it might be you. I have 2 books that I need to rave about. So I have a book channel, if you don't know, Books with Emily Fox, and I read a bunch of books. And I feel like so far this year, I haven't read any good books or anything that was worth mentioning. But this month I actually read 2 that needed to be raved about. So I'm gonna start with the one that probably the most people will be interested in. And it is the 7 Husbands of Evelyn and Hugo. And I went into this thinking it was a literary fiction, which it's not. It reads like a chick flick. And I'm usually not really a chick flick person unless I'm at the beach, basically. But this one made me cry. And I never cry. Like, I just don't cry whenever I read books. I feel like too often it's the opposite. I just don't care about the characters. But this one, I legit had tears. And again, I don't cry. Basically, you're hearing the story of this actress, Evelyn Hugo, who was married 7 times, and she is for the first time letting someone interview her to just write her biography. And she had a rough life, and she was known to being like the most beautiful woman at the time. She's talking about the love of her life, and for some reason it just broke me down. I cannot rave about it enough. I actually got this one from my library, so I don't have the copy with me. That's why I'm including the picture, but I can't rave about it enough. You definitely need to give this a go. If you're looking for something that you can't put down and that will make you feel the feels, you need to check this out. The next book I want to rave about is from a debut author, and you're gonna notice the titles are a little too similar. It's kind of weird. But this one is The 7 Deaths of Evelyn, Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. And in the US, it's not out yet. It's going to be out in September. So I got this one online on Book Depository. They ship from the UK and you don't have to pay any duties when it arrives. It's free international shipping, which is awesome. So in the US, it's going to be The 7.5 Deaths. So just be aware. This book was so fun. It's a big book. There's over 500 pages, but I could not put it down. I read this in 3 days. I just would stay up at night trying to figure things out. This is kind of a murder mystery, think Clue with a sci-fi twist to it. So you're really thrown into the story, so the first couple pages you might be a little like, what's going on? However, basically the main character has 8 days to figure out who killed Evelyn Hardcastle. It's gonna look like a suicide, but it's actually a murder. And the twist is that every day that character wakes up in a different body. That's all I'm gonna say because I feel like trailers are always better whenever you don't know too much, but oh my god, was this good. Plus, actually, I always need to show this. In the first page here, you get the little picture, the map of like the house where every character sleeps and everything, and the character doesn't know like who is supposed to be helping him, and there's also people that are trying to kill him as he's doing that, but obviously if he dies in that one character, he wakes up in the next one. So he only has like 8 days to try to figure things out, and yes, it was just awesome. I can definitely see this becoming a movie. It would be awesome. So yes, if you were looking for a new book that you can't put down, you need to get this one. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed my March favorites. Please let me know in the comment section what were your favorites this month. Also, let me know if you have tried any of these products, what you think of them. Do you have any weird favorites that are a little random? Or have you tried this weird Snail essence? Please help me convince people to try it, because I know people are gonna be like, I'm not putting that on my face. I was the same, but I'm now completely convinced. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to check out those videos that I'm going to be putting on the screen and to subscribe. Don't miss any future videos. And I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye.